Hello friends. Today I'm going to tell you a storyline of a thriller movie from 2021 titled 13 Minutes. A small town getting hit by a tornado that will take their lives. In a short 13 minutes to look for a safe place from the tornado, many stories unraveled from families in this movie without prior notice. What you might learn when you are with your beloved family, lover, or friends while trying to save them from a big disaster. Let's find out together from the movie. This movie starts with a woman watching a storm from the terrace of her farmhouse, and suddenly lightning strikes her warehouse. She's calling her husband Rick and her son, Luke, to help with the fire, yet her son isn't home. Moving to another house, there is a young girl in her room. Instead of sleeping, she's messaging someone on her phone. She looks flustered and seems about to do something tomorrow, which her friend on the phone helps to convince her to do. In another house, a man and a woman spoke in Spanish. The woman wakes the man up to start his farmer's work at dawn. The woman said that she wants to buy a house before their wedding. The man first feels unsure, but then he agrees. In the next scene, there's a woman talking to her daughter in the dining room. The young girl before is actually her daughter. She said that she will have breakfast with a guy from out of town, and her mother wished her to have fun. Back in the farmhouse with Rick and his wife, Tammy. They're going to build windmills on their lands. They're seeing people and talking about the land condition and price. Then at the house, Rick and Tammy are talking about why their lands cannot be used for windmills while others can. In this scene, a warning about a tornado from the radio is heard in the background. In another different home, a family of 3 is going about their day. The mother talks with the father and says goodbye to start their day at work. Their daughter, Peyton, is a mute. She's singing to her mother about how birds are moving here and there because the storm is coming. In this scene, the mother also tests how good Peyton would be when a warning about a storm is issued. Next, the scene moved to a room where there are 2 boys there. One of the boys, named Daniel, is convincing his partner about something. As the other boy seems unsure, Daniel becomes impatient and rushes out of the room and bumped into someone outside. That's actually the Spanish woman before, who knew Daniel and also works in that motel, the Lodge. A do not disturb sign fell off from the door handle. The next scene is at Greg's garage, where the mother of the previous young girl works. Anna's signing her house's agreement. Again, a tornado warning is heard in the background, yet no one cares about that. At Rick's farm, Anna's fiancé, Carlos, is working on moving the cows. Rick's trying to tell him how to do it, but Carlos doesn't know English at all, so Rick scolds Daniel because it's Daniel who employs him. Then comes a car, where inside is Rick's son, Luke, who just comes home. Luke's actually the boy in the Lodge motel, together with Daniel that morning. Rick told Luke about Carlos, which makes Luke scold Carlos and Daniel looks hurt because of it. At school, Peyton is playing with her friends, and she breaks her hearing kit when a boy bumps into her. Back at the farm, Rick's tractor broke, and he asked Carlos to fix it. For that, Carlos has to go to Greg's garage to get the parts. On the way, he met Anna, who drove a van owned by the Lodge motel, and they talked for a bit. Meanwhile at the salon, Madeline's doing Jess's hair. They talked in passing, and Madeline told her mom that she's pregnant. Jess said that she would support her for whatever decision she would make. Then Kim's call came to Maddie's phone, saying that she needs her help to pick Peyton from school because schools get closed because of the tornado coming. Tornado is getting closer, and a local TV station reports it, where Kim and Brad, Kim's husband, give precaution to people through live broadcast. At the farm, Daniel and Luke are having an argument which results in their decision to end their relationship. From afar, it can be seen that a tornado is coming. While Carlos is in the car, on the way to Rick's farm. Because he doesn't know English, he doesn't know the warning about tornadoes and keeps going to the farm in the car. At Kim's house, Eric, Maddie's boyfriend, comes to talk to Maddie. There, he said that he would let her have the baby, but he doesn't want to get involved. Maddie finally knows that he already has a wife and 2 kids. Back to Kim's office, no further info about when the tornado would hit, but another county has it bad with intensive damage. While at Rick's house, Luke takes a brave decision to tell his parents that he's gay, but they oppose it. Meanwhile, at the same time, at Kim's office, Kim gets a phone call which says that the tornado is there. Then she activated the warning siren. Luke urged his parents to find protection from the tornado, but they don't care about it because they're too mad at Luke. People tried to find protection in the shelter, while Kim still couldn't reach Maddie. At home, Peyton is drawing, but she can't hear the phone ringing because she doesn't wear her hearing kit, and Maddie is still in an argument with her boyfriend. At the Lodge Motel, as the tornado was coming, the boss left the place without telling their guests about the tornado. Anna goes to every room to tell the guests to leave the place because of the tornado. Luke urges his worker to get into the shelter while his parents still don't want to bother with him. At the Lodge Motel, Greg and Jess come to find shelter because hail smashed the town. Anna then tries to move the people to a safer place. Peyton, who still doesn't know what happened, gets outside. Maddie calls her back and tries to get her helmet and get to a safe place, but a tornado hits the house and breaks the window. Carlos, in the car, was swept. Kim and her two friends are going in a car and stopping at the church to offer some help for people who come there. Luke walks through the ruin and he finds his mother. They saw the motor where his father was and ran to find him. They found Rick and tried to give him CPR. At a different place, Anna was still walking on the ruins and she heard a baby crying. Looking into where the voices come from, there's a baby saved from the tornado while the parents are dead. She brought the baby with her. Jess still tried to get to Maddie and she met Vicky, who tried to move things from a house. Vicky told her not to come close and Jess asked why. She then had a bad premonition that Vicky is trying to help Maddie from the ruins. They asked for somebody's help and that's actually Eric, Maddie's boyfriend, but Jess didn't know that. At the farm, Rick's PCR is a success. They try to move him and find help. At Kim's house, Jess and Vicky brought Maddie to the hospital while Eric stayed to help look for anyone safe from the tornado. Brad, who's coming back to Minanua, found the lodge van and people under the bridge and brought them to find help for Carlos. At the church, Kim takes care of people who come and register them. Tammy comes with Rick and she tries to find help. Kim then helps to allocate Rick and some people are giving him a hand. After that, Kim saw Jess and she asked about Peyton. Seeing that Jess didn't know about Peyton and seeing Maddie's condition, she panicked and tried to find Peyton. She still forgot to call the power company to shut down the grid. Anna gets to the church and she gives the baby to people there. At the ambulance, Jess is together with Maddie and then Eric comes. He seems to care about Maddie, but Maddie doesn't believe it. She asked Eric to get water and then asked Jess to close the ambulance door while Eric was outside. The ambulance then moved Maddie to the hospital. Still at the church, Rick's going to be moved to a hospital and Luke also wants to come together. But Tammy didn't allow it and said that Luke is not Rick's son. As Rick leaves the church, Carlos comes and Anna goes to him. As he's an illegal immigrant, he should not be documented. For that, Anna takes the risk because Carlos needs help as soon as possible. Peyton starts to get her consciousness back and she's calling for Kim. She's still under the ruins where an open cable with electricity is hanging above the water. Kim's trying to help Peyton, but because of the cable, it would be dangerous. She tried to tell Peyton to stop, but she's too excited to see her mom and doesn't see her signing. Kim takes the risk and lifts the cable and the electricity short-circuited and it died. At the church, Luke calls Daniel. Daniel asked if he's okay and left Luke after getting the answer. Luke then pulls Daniel closer and hugs him. All around them, people are gathering, some getting help, some praying, and some just grateful for getting saved from disaster. Maddie's ambulance is moving, leaving Eric outside with Maddie's water. Brad finds Kim and Peyton. They're so happy since all is safe and sound. And that's the end of the 13 minutes movie. So, what do you think about this movie? Leave a comment on what's your thought and don't forget to like, subscribe and share the link to your friends. See you in the next movie and bye.